Looks like I was kind of on the mark when it comes to theorization of the little sister's power. You know, the stuff where they add parallel worlds in it. I'm like, okay, fine. That's what you want to do, Yoko Taro. Let's go with that. Parallel worlds. Why not? We already did the Schrodinger's cat thing, where you just think about it, but you can't see it, and all the possibilities are limited, which I was correct about. But the parallel world thing is something that came out left field, but it's still welcome all the same. This felt like a grand finale kind of episode. It felt very Yoko Taro episode. You got yourself the backstory, the confrontation, the battle, and then, of course, the messed up results at the very end. Because what happened to the brother, in a way, wasn't made up. She found another world brother. In a way, the concept of death to the brother, Kyo, is completely different from everybody else. Sure, he can die, but as long as the sister, Rio, is in control, he can just come back. Another version of him, same direct link, will have just come out of nowhere. Like infinite universes of different us's out there. So because of that, he can just pick one from himself and replace him just like that. What do you have to try? So what is the goal here for these siblings? Seems like they just want to have a world where they can just enjoy it, to have fun. But in the process, they're destroying another world in a way. The way they talk about this power is way too OP for some middle schoolers to be having. It's like, wow, man. This kind of power is just only in Japan. You think about little kids having this kind of power and just wrecking up everything. And I do mean everything. So, with that being said, watching the backstory, these kids seem to be from a well off family, mainly a single dad who was very smart but wasn't able to crack the code of finding a treatment for the older brother, and kind of end up failing and end up losing kind of the little sister as well. But her power then activated when she lost her sight. Ironic, not even another story where someone lost their sight in order to gain their power. But nonetheless, she too can defy the laws of the world as well, just like Goro can. But Goro seemed to really come at a price, where he does his, where he loses at will, but he loses the price, the senses, the visions, the feelings, all that stuff. It just goes away, just goes completely away. And because of that, his OP, but it's like you can use his OP power, but he takes it away. It just sucks that it has to be him. And for him to be that powerful, I'm wondering what Yoko Taro is trying to do with this God game. He gives some people some very OP powers, and then he gives others not so much OP powers. So it's like, what do you want out of this? At least with Future Diary, you had ways to tell the future or to sneak up on other people. Some diaries can tell you what happens a couple of seconds ahead. Some diaries tell you what's happening to the person you care about. Some diaries tell you about the people that are in your group. Each one tells you something different, works differently, makes sense. Even but yet unique playing ground. This one is like one person can't win no matter what. One creates a ring. One has shoes that can teleport you anywhere. One pretty much gives out a form of gas, stops time, makes you become a very powerful butcher. The powers vary, but compared to Goro's power, he could have ended this game anytime he wanted to with this power that he has. It makes you wonder, what is the point? I'm trying to figure this crazy mind of Yoko Taro, see what he's up to with this. But nonetheless, I'm still intrigued. But the most Yokotaro thing here is the end results. After everything is said and done, Goro has no senses, can't move, and the person around him doesn't seem to remember who he is. And the worst part is that all this was the brother's idea, Kyo's idea. And as punishment for losing, he's watching his little sister, as he disappears, by the way. He's watching his little sister getting pretty much beaten to death, in a way. Now you see all this chaos in the street, blood is falling on the ground. You see another buildings from the sky coming towards you, people falling to their deaths. Crazy stuff. So, and you see these three, and as you come close to one of them, some guy gets impaled. So he's like, okay, these three have something to do with this. So, of course, in mass panic, as people are, they will beat them to death as retribution, revenge, or plain out fear of it happening to them. Either way is not pretty, as you can see. So, watching this girl who probably didn't even want any of this, she was just, in a way, can't see, and probably sleeping, in a way, in her version of sleeping, waking up to this completely confused what's going on, just confused, and to seeing all this happen. And now the brother, as he disappears, as he fades away, is watching his sister. Last moments he has is just regret and guilt. It's like, oh man, like you get off easy. You just disappear while you watch your sister get demolished by these angry mob. And that's just sad. That's something Yokotaro would do. You know, he won't let a character go off that easy. He will make sure they suffer. That's what he likes doing, people. That's suffering, man. That's why we're here. We're here for the suffering. It sounds messed up, but it is the truth. You know, if you're a fan of Yokotaro's work, whether it's through the Dragoneer or his other mangas, you know, any of his mobile games, you know how this guy thinks. This guy can be very spiteful, picky, you know. He has a lot of negative thoughts up in there in that brain of his. So I won't be surprised that this was like, yeah, this is how it's going to go. And it definitely did. In a way. So we got one more episode to go. And then we wait for part 2 of this. Well, not gonna lie. This was the most intriguing, but his first try at a manga is very interesting. I wonder what compelled him to create this. You know, he's just sitting in his chair one day, he's watching Future Diary, he's like, I want to do that too. And here we are. Very, very interesting concept I have in my brain of how he just like, yeah, I would do my own Future Diary and stuff, but you know, they're gonna have superpowers and things. But anyways, I don't see how Goro gets himself out of this one because he can't move, he uses all his powers. So there's no way he can stop anybody anymore. I mean, he is screwed unless someone comes and rescue him. And the only one I can think about is that Chica girl, the one with the dancing shoes that teleports people. She's the only one I can see really saving her, unless she forgot him too. So there's that too. Oh shit. So not a good situation. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon to help the background on anime. Signing out.